He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.
Longest one, folks.
That was nice.
Go ahead and clock it.
I peed a little bit, I think.
I pooped a lot of bit.
Yes.
Not even roommates.
Not even in-laws.
Good friends.
Good friends. And Timmy is on the mend, maybe, could we say?
I'm coming back to life, folks.
You sound worse, but sometimes that like it's a little more gravelly.
Is it?
But sometimes that happens on the back
Wait,
end.
hold on. How about this? Feeling better.
There we go.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's
okay,
pretty good.
there we go.
Yeah.
I do feel a little rumble in there now. I feel there's a little bit of phlegm that's flirting with me right now.
Yuck. I hate a flirty phlegm.
But it means it's coming out. It means I'm getting rid of it.
It's true.
This is my second time out of the apartment in 14 days,
and
folks.
what was the other trip out
I
for?
was here doing the pod.
Yeah. Guys, this is the dedication that we see out of the young man Tim Smith.
I mean, we were talking about you got any fun stories? I was like, well...
Did you find any new spots in the apartment?
Tripped over a beach ball on my way to the couch earlier.
You guys always have so many beach balls floating around, just beach toys everywhere in your house.
Well, we like to play loud music at night, and then we just like hit the beach ball back and forth.
It is very cute that you
and we
guys
just have
mosh.
That's
not really a mosh.
The
thing.
lighters going. No, we don't mosh.
No, yeah.
It's more of like it's just like a loving concert vibe.
You guys do like a little. What's a beach ball concert vibe? Is that like U2?
Or like a Sublime is like what I feel.
Yeah.
Anything at like Woodstock was beach ball-y.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Tits are out. Everybody's on acid. Toss a beach ball.
Put me on an island in the sun, dude. I would love. Is that Sublime?
I think that's Weezer.
That is Weezer. What's the song I'm thinking of? Santeria.
Santeria. That's a beach ball song.
Yes, absolutely.
But so is Weezer. I could toss a beach to Weezer.
Island in the sun, not bad.
God, I'm listening to that on the walk home,
It's
folks.
a great song.
Good grief. What you been up to, Tom?
Oh, Tim, I got a saga for your ass.
Good. Tom texted me and said he's got a bunch of good tales for the
I got a couple fun things that
So
I
I'm
think
like,
we can bounce around.
Lay it on me.
And it's all came from I had to go to Providence, Rhode Island for 2 days.
Bingo.
So I get in the car. By the way, you were like, having a car in New York is so crazy. It's stupid. It's gonna backfire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good news. You were right.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a nightmare.
Per usual.
Ever since you said that, my life has been a living hell.
Yes.
You did this. I got a 4-hour trip to Rhode Island on
We
Friday.
do have a little stuffed car at our home that we just put little pins in.
I
all the
knew
time.
it.
This is voodoo.
That's why. Okay, so the other day I was driving and this massive beach ball came and hit my car.
You're like, what is this thing made of concrete? The hell?
So I get in the car to drive to Rhode Island on Friday, and about 9 minutes into the road trip, car crash
Okay.
with my car.
Your fault.
No.
Okay.
At least that's what I told the insurance.
T-bone.
No, I got cut off in a crazy way. It legitimately wasn't my fault. I was in the left lane on the FDR. So
Okay.
it's a 3-lane kind of highway wannabe.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Everyone's going like 20,
Right.
but it's like
It's traffic.
right.
Sure.
Left
so
lane
this
is
is a merge
cruising
situation.
Yeah, left lane. My lane is moving faster. I'm probably going 25. This guy in the middle lane, I must have been right in his blind spot when he did this. He just whips out of the middle lane. I mean, just directly into my car. It looked like he was trying to stop me from going by.
Was he a little? He was a little in front of you.
Yes.
Okay.
So my front right collided with his driver door.
Okay. Could have been bad.
Could have been really bad. I mean, we weren't going fast, so that was fine. But I mean, my car is pretty smashed up. Did I show you a picture?
No.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it was solid.
Yeah. Go through all those photos of your own face.
Yeah, okay, I was doing a
there we
self tape. You read?
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Pretty smashed up.
Well, you can't see it from the side. It's I mean, the whole tire, headlight bumper around the tire. This is missing a big chunk of the car.
Oh, okay. I can see a little bit there. That's a little worse.
Like that whole chunk fell off.
What'd you scream? You always scream something. Was it?
Oh,
what the fuck?
No, I was so shocked. I think I was just like, ooh. I was like, ooh.
Mama, no.
Ooh. Mama. I went full Migos.
Mommy.
I was like, oh, what the? And then the guy looked at me right away. And the first thing I said right away, I just go, what was that? To him, like I mouthed it to him. Because we're like making eye contact. And he's looking at me like, where the hell did this guy come
Where
from?
have you been? Yeah.
And I was like, what was that? And he was like, merge. And I was like, yeah, right in my car,
Yeah,
though.
you can't. Yeah, I can't be here when you're merging.
It was
People don't know how to merge, Tom.
no. I mean, he like yanked his car into the into.
Do you
my
think
lane.
this was an attempt of insurance fraud? Been seeing those videos.
Well, me too. I actually saw a really long one the other day.
I mean, all I've been
but that's
doing
where
is
they
looking
try
at
to
TikTok.
stop short.
What? This wasn't a stop short? You don't think he was trying to pull and stop?
I mean, he
I mean, he botched it. Clearly.
he struck my vehicle.
Wait, so he didn't like his legs didn't get hit or anything? His body?
No, it was like we weren't going that fast, and I did like hit the brakes at the last second, so I took off a little bit,
Right.
but it was just I got pinned against the wall of the highway, and then he's stuck, and I was
So
like,
both sides of your car are a little fucked up.
yeah, the left side got a little bit, nothing
Okay.
bad, but the whole front will have to get replaced. But I was like, all right, let's get to the shoulder because we're in the middle of a highway.
Right.
And he's like, we can't move till the police come. Which I was like, okay, I don't think that's the case. So he's calling the cops, and then I'm like, well, I'm calling the cops because I'm not gonna let him tell him it was my fault.
I'm calling too.
Yeah, that's basically exactly what I did.
Hello, I'm calling the cops
And
faster
so
than
I
you.
called them and I explained what happened. And they were like, okay, well, if you're not hurt and you can move the cars, then just get to the shoulder and you're fine. But I think the first question they asked me is, are you able to get out of your car? And I think he told them no. But I think that question is for like, are you like maimed or is your car flipped?
Right.
Because all of a sudden,
Could you imagine being
fire
maimed
truck,
and you're on a flipped over car and you're like, hello, I've been in an accident.
hey, I hit Tom.
They're like, can you see anything? No, I'm covered in blood.
No, yeah, I'm, part of the windshield actually went through my eyeball.
Our car is
but-
currently engulfed in flames. I do need a tow truck.
Could you say something? Do you think this is gonna like take up my whole deductible?
No, I cannot get to the shoulder. Every bone in my body is fractured.
So a fire truck pulls up on the
On the
other
FDR?
on the other side. There must have been one there right away. I mean, there was one nearby.
Brutal.
So they pull up, and he's like over the gap between the highways. He's screaming at me, going, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
Yes, I'm fine.
"Yeah." I rolled on the window. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Like we're both fine." And he's like, "Are you able to get out of the vehicle?" I was like, "I can, but I'm kind of stuck against the wall. So, do I have to?" And he's
I
like,
guess I could crawl out,
a
but
different guy jumps over. He goes full like superhero, jumps over the gap between the highway with a giant crowbar, gets to my door and is like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine."
see, this is the great Pat Bulldog joke where he says there are a lot of good police officers out there. They're called firefighters.
Yes, this is exactly it. God, that's a great line.
Shout out to Pat
Patty
Bulldog.
B. So whatever the firefighters kind of were going full like they were like cosplaying firefighters.
Dan, they were like
was
trying to
insane.
make sure you were okay
Yeah.
and do their job
It was
well
too much.
and
Don't
actually
turn
gave a
on me
shit.
here, okay? It was
Yeah, let's make
wasted.
fun of the firefighters who are sacrificing their lives and safety to make sure
If
Tom's
this
okay.
guy had hurt himself jumping over that little highway gap, it would have been so funny.
sprains his ankle.
Yeah, like there was no need. There's no fluid leaking out of any car. There's no smoke.
Probably a slow day at the firehouse,
And he's
Tom.
like, I haven't done one of these cool jumps in a
He's
while.
new. He wanted to fucking save somebody's life.
He's still using the fire pole. You know that.
I would use that fire pole.
Me too.
Every single day.
Absolutely.
Pause. Is that a thing?
Lunch? What?
That's what black guys say when they say
Oh,
something.
something's like homoerotic.
that's like kind of homo.
Yeah,
What was the thing they used to say? Oh, no homo.
Yeah.
Pause is the new no homo.
That's an old reference, though.
Pause?
Pause? Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was brand spanking.
No, because I think Kanye said that on live TV once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know shit, dude. But back to, I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'd slide
Oh
a
yeah,
pole
yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
I was like, what were you pausing? This
damn, I'd
hot ass
slide
firefighter.
a firefighter's pole every day.
I would absolutely love to. This guy was hot, honestly.
Wait, was he in full firefighter garb?
But you know when they look coolest though.
Wait, when the jacket's off?
Yes,
and the
that's what he was.
suspenders on,
That's
you're
what he
like,
was rocking.
Hell yeah, dude.
But helmet on.
Helmet on.
Suspenders on a FDNY
Blue
shirt.
t-shirt.
Yes. Short sleeve shirt with suspenders.
You know,
a hot firefighter look.
Being a firefighter does seem like the move.
Yeah, how many of them die?
I don't think a lot.
I don't think so either.
And like everyone's pumped to see a firefighter.
Yeah.
And every time I've walked by a firehouse, they are big chilling.
Oh, they're absolutely chilling.
They're just like either washing the truck
yeah.
or just goofing
Or
around.
slobbing on a pole.
Or just greasing that pole for all of his buddies to slide on. But I mean, they do seem like they are absolutely chilling. And then they just like cook for their buddies and riff all day.
Do they cook?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
They just like, they have like the guy who's a great cook
And they're just riffing.
and he cooks for everybody.
This is the best version of being in the Army.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of think
Dude, should we be
all
firefighters?
fumbled the bag here.
Yeah.
Should have been.
They probably have great benefits.
Yes, the bennies are crazy, and I think you like work. It's like 2 weeks on, 6 months off. And even when you're working,
There's
you're
no way
just-
that's true.
You're
But
just kind of chilling.
yeah. If it's 6 months off, I'll quit comedy.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, do you need a 93-year-old firefighter? My knees are bad and my back hurts. Anywho,
So, anyways, they could show up, and then the cop shows up, and first,
I bet he had way less enthusiasm.
yeah. Well, first cop that was there was helpful.
Okay.
He was going, let's get out of the fucking highway.
Yeah,
Because we're
of course.
closing down 2 lanes of the 3.
You're ruining
And
everybody's day.
everyone, it's so funny. Everyone's just laying on the horn.
Yeah,
And it's like, you can see what happens. There's 2 cars that are making out right now.
as they should. Where they're going, get on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You're on the FDR.
And people are screaming out the windows. And I'm like, I told this guy he didn't want to move.
Gotta
Anyways,
get off, though.
Cop shows up and he's like, why haven't you guys moved? And I'm like, he didn't want to move. Instantly blamed it on him. And then he was like, all right, let's get you guys separated, whatever. They get the vehicles moved. And then the second cop shows up. And this is where it was this guy's fault. It was the other guy's fault.
Right.
He was an Uber driver. He had a passenger. Passenger's yelling at him. I'm kind of yelling at him.
What was the passenger yelling for?
I think because it was a dumb move, and he's probably late. Now he's stuck in the middle of the highway.
Well, what's he saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
well, I think he had a spot at the Upper West Side New York Comedy
he's
Club.
like, hey, don't stop hitting cars.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just saw them like kind of having an angry conversation.
Incredible.
And then I was kind of yelling at him because he kept being like, I was merging, and I was like, well, you merged into my
You're
car.
like, no, I get what you were going
yeah,
for.
yeah, I knew.
I get it. But you did just pull your car straight into mine.
So then I'm kind of yelling at him, and then this cop shows up, and it instantly on my side in a dark way. He just goes, let me guess, it was his fault. He cut you off, and I was like, yeah, but
Well, wait, why do you think he was doing that?
racism.
Oh, this was a
guy
black
was
man?
no, he's like a Middle Eastern immigrant,
Oh,
and
okay. that adds a whole new...
tough week to be a white guy yelling at an immigrant.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
So I was like, then I'm like, he's, it's a tough
You go
situation
from
for
like,
him.
the fucking merging into... Hey, dude, he was just merging.
I was drunk.
I'm hammered right now. I'm drunk as shit. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything wrong. I lose the insurance claim instantly
Trying to do the right thing.
because the cop
You white knight your way right into an arrest record.
Yeah. I'm booked all of a sudden. How did I get here?
I'm doing the right thing.
You fucking pig.
I'm on the right side of history.
The Uber driver's like, you're an idiot. Thanks, dude. I was born in Queens.
He goes and immediately blows up a bank.
Jesus Christ. So I'm like kind of feeling like I have to defend him because the cop said something along the lines of like, they're always cutting people off.
Crazy.
And
Well,
I
wait,
was
here's a cue
come
for your
on.
little fatness. Do you think he saw
Me?
the damage on the vehicles and
Yes.
was able to go, I know exactly what happened here?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why at first he goes, he cut you off. And I'm like, yeah. And the paramedic was like, yeah, it's obvious, whatever. A couple people chimed in.
Yeah.
But then the guy said, like, I was like, I've never been in a car accident before. Because that's the other thing. I'm so naive in this scenario. He's kind of my father figure now.
Wait, who, the
This
cop?
cop.
Okay.
Because he's the only one kind of giving, like, everyone else is asking,
He's
like,
the only one
formed
being, like,
questions.
authoritative.
Yeah, and not a robot. Everyone else is like, do you need medical care? I'm like, no. And they're like, all right, sign this, and then they go.
Okay.
Everything else is like form. This guy's like, fucking, this
These
sucks.
fucking
Yeah,
guys,
exactly. But he
Just Peter Ravello.
basically, yeah. He goes, whatever. He was like, yeah, he cut you off, but then when he said they're always doing that, that's when I was like, Yeah, it's tough. He's got a passenger and stuff.
You're like, are you referring to his race or Uber drivers?
I assumed Uber driver to just try to be.
Because hey, look, I'll be a dick to I'll allow that.
Yeah, sure.
But
it just felt like that's not what it was about.
Right.
And just how nice he was being to me and how much he was ignoring him. It felt pretty bad.
So how'd you white knight this thing?
I just left.
You just dropped your I voted sticker. Oh shit!
I just left and I go, I'm gonna say I was a hero on stage later.
Oh damn! I guess this was when I voted for Kamala.
I put it
earlier.
on the back of his car. Yeah, it was. It sucked. Whatever. And then you fill out the, like, I thought we were supposed to exchange information, but the cop was like, "No, I'll take all yours and I'll take all his. We'll because now that we're on the scene, we have to file it as a accident report. You guys can't do it without us."
I guess I don't.
I'm guessing it's because that's how they're funded.
Yeah, I guess
maybe.
if the cop shows up, because can't you? Yeah, I think you exchange information when you're just gonna go through insurance.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to do. And then he was like, "No, like, dude, no, we have to get the police." I don't really understand why he really wanted the cops involved. Because I think that backfired on him.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here's what I was trying to write a bit about why I like to have American Uber drivers instead of immigrants.
Okay.
And it's because, like, an American Uber, they don't really give a shit. So they'll, like, blow a yellow light.
Oh, right.
Immigrants are always playing by the rules so much because, they don't want to.
They have more at stake.
Yeah, they have way more at stake. So I'm like, give me somebody that doesn't really care
Give me
about
someone
the law.
who is going to get deported back to Wisconsin.
Yeah, like somebody that it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
for. I want somebody to put both of our lives at risk.
Sure, that's good.
Blow the yellow light.
Yeah.
I don't want you stopping at a yellow light.
No.
Speed up, King.
I often fake phone calls and say I'm so late.
I'm so late. I need you to let the horses in this Toyota Camry run.
Cut him loose.
Okay, so where are we at? Cops showing up.
Cops show up. He fills out the accident report.
I think he's being racist towards Uber drivers.
Sure.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
This is what I hope.
Drivist.
Yes, he's being
being a little
drivist
drivist.
towards Oobs.
Yeah.
Goobs.
And God, I hate Oobists.
Goobist?
But the
Fucking goobers.
whatever, we fill out the accident report. Then he's like, "You can just leave." And I'm like, this is where I felt like such a child. I straight up just asked him, I go, "Can I drive the car?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's not my job to tell you whether or not you can." And I was like, "No, I'm asking you like..."
No, but I'm going to need
pretty much like,
permission.
"Hey, I'm asking you like father to son."
Would you advise this?
Yeah. Like, would you drive this? Because it's like there's chunks of it missing.
And it's probably like scraping on the tire a little bit.
Yeah, and there's
doing
like
that whole thing.
as we pulled it off to the side, like just like the headlight is falling apart,
and you hear like the.
and I'm like, I have to drive to Providence to feature.
He's like, what are you saying to me right now?
I gotta hit the feature button at the Comedy Connection.
I'm hitting the feature later at the next. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
So
wait, so
I
did he
leave.
finally just like yes?
Yeah. He
child?
literally told me. He said yes unless you're scared.
Tough.
Which was so insane
Tough.
to say to me. Then I was like, "Are you calling me a bitch? Right? Like, what is this?"
You're like, I'm gonna go 100 miles an hour now. I'm not scared of shit.
Yeah, look at. I'm feeling. I'll drive blindfolded.
Immediately getting into another accident.
I jump over the thing like the firefighter just to prove it.
Unless you're scared is crazy.
He was like, "Yeah, unless you're scared or whatever."
What was the option if you were too scared? I guess tow truck.
Yeah.
Unless you're scared.
Unless you're a big,
Unless you're
a little
scared of
scaredy
driving
cat.
a big car.
The big scary car with the little scratch in it. I was so mad at this guy.
Tough. Was he a big guy?
No, dense.
Yeah, I could see dense.
Dense.
But a lot of that is the bulletproof vest.
Yeah, they do look so compact.
They all look jacked as shit, but they got a vest.
And then holding the hands right in the vest, you know?
Right. So they do look more jacked than they are.
Oh, yeah, it could just be fat.
It could be fat.
I think a lot of them are kind of strong fat.
A lot of vests, though. I think they have to. No, that's not true. I was going to say, I've seen a lot of really porked out cops.
They're not strong like TSA agents.
No,
They're
TSA agents are But they were made in a lab.
That'd
They're
be
like,
so fun if
they're like
TSA
perfect.
agents were all like Captain Americas.
Just you have to be 6'6", 240.
Yeah.
And if you don't run a 4.6, you're not getting in.
It's quite literally the opposite. If someone who looked like that went into interview for a TSA job, they'd go, "Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here."
What do you think you're doing?
It's
here?
like a natural pipeline of guys that like go from the NFL to the CFL, and then right after that they hit the TSA.
Yeah. Yes, middle linebackers only.
Okay, so you jumped in your big fat car and you got out of there?
Drive away, whatever. Now, I want to finish the car accident saga, and then I got some other Rhode Island stuff. But then the guy just goes, all right, you have to file an insurance claim, and then I'll text you. This sergeant goes, I'll text you the accident report number. I don't get a text. So now I have his number because I had to send him my insurance card. I'm texting with a cop.
Wait, so I don't understand.
It's so unofficial.
I don't understand what the point of the cop was, though. So, like,
There shouldn't have been a cop there.
at the end of the day, you're just going to file an insurance claim anyway.
Yes.
So then what is the cop doing?
The guy called him, and once the cops are on the scene, they have to file it as an accident report.
But what does that mean?
It just means the cops were there and something happened. There is an accident. Now this accident is just on file with NYPD.
I mean, so I guess if there's any like insurance fraud or claim or something,
I think it's more so to protect them. Like if I randomly was like, oh, and this cop also beat the shit out of the Uber driver or something. It's just like I think if the cops interact with civilians, they have to report it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Do they do that when they shoot people too?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
They just go delete. How do I delete
I don't know what
this?
happened. I was scared.
No,
I was scared.
I was scared. It was
I shot him a bunch because I was scared.
Because his car had a scratch in it.
He was an Uber driver. All right.
So, anyways, so I texted this cop yesterday. Finally, I was like, "Hey, I never got an accident report number." And
You calling him Officer such and such?
I didn't know his name.
Or you just like, yo?
I said, "Hi."
It's Tommy B.
I said, "Yo, Feach weekend went well."
The new cook.
Good advice. Car drove fine. Yeah, my story about you being racist kind of hit, honestly. So he texts me the number, whatever. I have to just go into a police precinct. I've never done this before.
Kind of fun.
Once again, I've never even had a flat tire. My life has been so incredibly easy.
A New York precinct? That's kind of fun.
I had to go into I went into a Manhattan precinct.
Which precinct?
I don't know. It was on 68th Street. I think it's the 92nd precinct.
See, that just sounds cool.
It's cool. It's pretty sick.
And you're like, hey, what's up?
I
guys?
walk in, and there were characters in there.
Of course.
It is a little bleak. And, like, instantly a custody situation.
What, people screaming at each other?
Yeah, and a kid there, which is super sad.
Well, he's going to need a lot of therapy.
Yep. I started with him. I said, hey, come on over here.
I'm going to introduce you to Cheryl.
What if you got a referral bonus for therapy? That would be so messed up.
That would actually rule.
I'm just just recruiting people all the time. Cheryl, honestly, we should talk about that.
You get an extra thou every time. Once they hit their third session, you get like $600.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And then if you can get them to kind of like relapse or something, you get more money. You still have to go more.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's like it's passive income, folks. We are in a gig economy. You got to figure out how to make money by any way possible.
Work smart, not hard.
Bingo.
That's been the theme of Roommates in Law. Anyways, so I go in there, in the police precinct, there's a custody debate going on, and then the guy in front of me was like screaming about permitting. He was a construction. He was a contractor, I think.
Okay.
And he was like in a shouting match with the officer working the front desk.
About like what, zoning laws?
Something. I don't know. I mean, he had like a thing, and the officer kept being like, those are the wrong forms. And he was like, I was told I needed to fill this out. And he was like, okay, but that doesn't do what you needed to do.
See, this city
and
just
I'm like,
beats
hey,
you
I
down.
also need to yell about an immigrant.
I, too, have been wronged by an immigrant.
I just felt so bad, like, continuously. I'm just like, God, I'm ruining this guy's life. But he hit me, Tim.
He called the cops.
Yeah, he also called the cops.
You didn't call the cops.
So then I get the accident
Also,
report.
I would doubt
filed
you
it.
even mentioned that he was an immigrant.
No, I didn't lead with that.
Hello, Tom. I have an issue with an immigrant.
And they're like, oh, my God, get in.
They're like, oh, well, shit. Actually, the line, it starts way back there.
It's all cops. But then, yeah, wait, what was it? Oh, yeah. So then I get the insurance claim filed, whatever. Insurance guy calls me. You forget that people who work for these companies.
They're just people.
And maybe not cream of the crop.
Sure.
What do you make of this? I get a call on Monday at 6 p.m. It says Progressive Insurance. I go, hello? And he goes, hey, hi, this is Aaron from, that's a fake name. Aaron from Progressive Insurance. Is this Thomas? And I was like, yes. And he goes, okay, I was calling about, I have to get a recorded statement from you, but it is past my work hours. So can I call back tomorrow?
You know, you forget that, like, just kind of everyone needs a job.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
I think he didn't think I was going to answer.
He didn't want to be doing this.
No,
this is not his passion.
Because I was like, you called me.
Hey, mates.
Can we do this tomorrow?
Call you tomorrow. I'm pooped.
So
Sorry.
he goes,
What?
Yeah, and he said it's past my work hours. Like, I was like, we need to do this now.
You're like, brother, you picked up the phone and dialed the numbers.
I bet, because no one has
What
a
time
number
was it?
saved. It was like 6 p.m. I bet. I know, dude. It's so funny.
I thought it was going to be like 5:03.
No, it was like 6.
Idiot.
And his working hours end at 4.
Okay, this
He was
guy's
well past. What I am guessing happened is he's supposed to call day of. That's probably their like guarantee.
the Progressive guarantee.
And then he did. Yes, exactly. And then he didn't. And then he was like, I just got to call and leave this guy a message. No one answers on the first try. Guess what? I'm eager to get this little car fixed because it's too scary to drive without it.
Better believe it.
So I answered, and I could tell when I answered, he was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you might have to just ring you up tomorrow.
So then I go, okay, sure.
Chili's at home.
I can do, would 1 p.m. work tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, because it's going to take like 20 minutes. So
He's
I'm
going
like,
to call you and be like, it's kind of my lunch break right now. Can I
brother?
call you later? Did he do it again?
1 p.m. comes and goes. I'm like, what the hell? I had another break at 3. I call him, and I go, hey, I leave a message. I go, hey, Aaron, I thought we were going to talk at 1 today. I really want to get this taken care of today. He calls me back 5 minutes later. He goes, hey, sorry, this is Aaron. I had it on my calendar at 3:15 for some reason.
Nope, not even close.
No, you didn't.
Not even close.
And then he goes, but I got to go pick up my daughter at daycare right now. Can I call you back in like an hour? And I was like, stop calling me.
Aaron is blowing
when
my
you
mind right now.
can't talk.
There is a part of me that kind of loves this guy.
I know. That's why I was excited to tell you, because this happened 2 hours ago.
Because this is why his 3:15 lie sucks. Because if you're going to have a scheduling error, it's either going to be for noon or for 2.
Yeah.
Or for 1 p.m. the following
You
day.
can't even blame a time zone.
3:15. 15?
15?
Where'd the 15
Well, because
come
it
from?
was 3:10. So he was like, "Oh, I was about to call you."
No, but like 3, like if
I know, it's just a
he's gonna
terrible
keep
lie.
it on a round like hour.
I know, but I feel like maybe he was like, "I can't push it all the way to 4. That's egregious."
Shit, I thought we were supposed to. I thought I was gonna call you at 3:27.
Yeah, was it not 3:27?
Aaron, what?
Yeah, a really horrible lie from our good man
I
Aaron.
really love this guy.
It was just
Shout out to Progressive Insurance.
And then immediately goes, and I can't talk right now. I got to go pick up my daughter, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, "Is that okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay."
It's the only choice I've got, Aaron.
Yeah.
It's not okay, but I have literally no other recourse.
I don't have another guy.
Unbelievable, Aaron. You think if he voted for Trump, he would start working for Regressive Insurance?
Let's go.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That's not nothing.
And what is another? If he worked for the police, he'd work for Aggressive Insurance.
There we go.
Come
Fuck
on,
yes, dude. Now we're really doing it.
I don't know what the word digressive really means. So
Let's not put our toe in that pool. We're gonna have to look that one up later.
put our toe in the pool.
What did I say?
Put the toe in the pool.
What did I say?
That's what you said.
Oh.
I think it's kind of funny because putting it in
Oh, I think
kind of
you're supposed
feels
to
like,
dip.
yeah, exactly. Putting it in kind of feels like you keep it there.
Well,
You're always a little bit in.
A dip is a little sexier. A dip is like that. When you put, you're just going. Boom.
Yeah, and
It
it's
just
there.
slops in.
And it's there.
It's all the bottom of your foot. It makes that slappy noise.
I'm not going to commit my whole body, but I am going to kind of slap
It's
down.
just
this
in there
toe.
now.
Yeah.
All the fungus in my feet are.
Yuck.
Oh yeah, I don't have any of that.
Gross.
Wash my feet all the time. I'm actually one of the most hygienic guys you've ever met. I shower twice a day, Tom.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And I think I have like an unhealthy. I think I'm doing more harm to my teeth now because I'm like obsessed with like flossing and
Are they bleeding a lot?
extra strength mouthwash.
Oh, you're going full chemical in there.
I mean, I don't know. I feel this urge. I'm like, I got a mouthwash.
Okay.
And I think that's good.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I don't think you can overdo it. Don't drink it.
Well, I'm not. But do you think? I think you can, because I mean, you can die from drinking too much water.
Yeah.
So, like, is this the equivalent?
I think if you were drinking it, yeah, you could die from drinking too much mouthwash.
I just don't want to die, Tom.
Don't.
That's not true.
I can't lie to you.
Oh wait, so where are we at on Aaron?
Anyways, so then we finally talked. It took forever. He asked me. He'd be like, all right, and then was there any fluid coming out of the car? I'm like, no. And he's like, was anyone hurt? I'm like, no. Was anyone in the car? No. Did the car roll over? No. Was there any fluid coming out of the car? No.
I was just
was
about
anyone
to say,
hurt? He asked me the same questions 8 times.
I was just about to say, he feels like the kind of guy that you would answer his question, then he would go, wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't. What'd you just say?
Dude, I gave him my address at one point, and he's like, all right, nice. And that's in Minnesota. Like, I said Brooklyn and the zip code.
Nice.
And he's like,
nice,
all right,
nice.
all right. So I'm just, okay. Then he had to look up places around me, and I had just given him the address. He had to look up places.
That's going to be tough.
And he goes, the first one, like Twin City Collision. And I go, that's in Brooklyn? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, I think it's in Minnesota, though, because that's the other address you had on file was in the Twin Cities. And he goes, oh, yeah, it does look like it's in St. Paul.
Oh,
and I was
damn.
like, okay, so let's get that address updated here, Aaron.
No, I got one right here. Windy City Auto.
That was so funny. I'm like,
this guy. I
brother,
really do
you're
love
killing
this
me.
guy.
He's now responsible for scheduling my auto appointment.
Not going to happen.
I'm going to have an appointment to get my car fixed in 2026 in Birmingham, Alabama.
And you were going to be pulling up and you're like, this is a Chuck E. Cheese.
Aaron's behind the cash register.
He's like, yeah, I got fired. I'm here and I just wanted to say what's up.
I actually got to
Band's
go
about
pick
to
up
go
my...
on. Stick around for the band, dude.
Could you come back in an hour, though? I got to run in a couple errands. We're going to close down shop for a sec.
Come back in an hour. Chuck E. Cheese is about to shred.
Oh, Aaron's absolutely ruining my life. So now I'm dealing with this fucking guy, and that's where we're at with the and he can't get a hold of the Uber driver. Well, he's not calling him. What am I thinking?
Of course, I can't get in touch with him. Well, how?
He goes, I've been calling him. I can't get in touch with him.
Not true. This guy.
I'm like, you've hardly been able to get in touch with me.
The Uber driver was so pumped to get the wheels rolling on this whole thing. If he was trying to be sketchy about it.
Yeah, because if you're an Uber driver too,
trying to blame you, like he
needs his car to be fixed.
his car to have his job.
Yeah.
So he's like, we got to get this thing going.
Get a cheaper car. You don't have to have.
What was he was in a Range Rover?
That would have been incredible. It was a Chevy Traverse.
Traverse. No, I like a Traverse.
Traverse. 2 hops this time.
I think about that little. I think about my joke all the time.
Oh man! Sometimes I just think about it. And I just quote it.
I was like, "Wow, I really nailed it with that joke." But
I quote my jokes on stage all the time.
But I see people doing that all of the time.
Just having a super nice. There's
not
so
even
many
that,
Tesla. Ubers.
Not even that. It's just like you'll see comics like complaining about money and stuff like that, and you're like, "Those are $300 pair of Jordans."
Oh yeah.
Maybe don't buy the Jordans.
Yeah,
friend.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm making the same amount of money as you.
Yeah,
I know what your budget is.
Stop purchasing Michael Jordan's tennis shoes.
God. Man,
get
these
some
are
Sambas.
dirty as hell. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that.
That's where the kid's at.
That's the car accident saga.
But the car it's outside. You still have it.
Parked.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It was It's so funny because I had to drive all the way to Providence, and then I told Kelsey Cook I have my car, so I can drive us back and forth from the hotel, and it's just a tough look. Like, the club offers to send a driver and stuff,
right?
And she's like, "No, my features got me," and I pull up with a skeleton of a SUV.
It's just the Tommy Boy car after all.
Yes, that's what it felt like.
That's
it's
tough.
just I'm just like, it's driving fine though.
Sorry, it's immigrants, right? crazy as hell. Tom, I did the stereotypical thing that people talk about that they do with Netflix last night.
You chilled.
I turned on a show and I watched 8 episodes in a row.
Wow, what show?
1 hour sods.
Oh, that's 8 hours.
I watched 8 straight hours.
What time did you start?
About 10:30.
Hey, are you kind of nocturnal right now? Because I texted you like 4 times during the day yesterday, and you didn't respond.
Yeah,
and I thought you were mad at me.
And I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes I'm texting back at like 6 a, 5 a.
That's not an early start to the day.
No, my schedule is fucking everywhere right
being
now.
sick tossed you.
Well, because it's like you when you're sick, I'm sleeping 16 hours a day.
It's those first 3 days really determine it.
I'm all over the place.
Set it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm waking up at 6 sometimes.
Oh.
And then when you start to get better,
Well, the drugs kind of kick in.
I don't need to go to sleep again. So I'm like, oh well, I'm just kind of like awake.
Yeah.
And you know me. I mean, if I wake up at 6 p, it's morning until 9 p.
Right. That's allowed.
So I'm hitting a coffee at 6 p.
Oh God. Yeah.
And then I'm up all fucking night.
It's kind of fun.
It's a little fun.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It feels like it's a snow day.
Yes.
And I'm like, ooh, I'm being bad.
Well, especially when you're sick too, you don't have to feel guilty about like not going out and doing shows or something.
Not my
'cause
fault.
You're just like, there's
I'm
nothing
sick.
I can do. I'm actually being a good person.
I'm
by
being
staying
responsible
in.
by not spreading this deadly disease.
Yes.
To everybody else in the community.
Just Tom.
Just Tom.
Yeah.
Because we got
Just
pot.
2 times for Tom.
But I mean, I'm just hitting an 8-hour sesh last night.
What show?
Escape from something or another. True story. That's not the title. I can't remember what it was.
I was like, wow, brutal.
Escape from Emiremetadon or something.
Guantanamo Bay. You were watching Harold and Kumar on repeat.
Let's see.
Just super drugged up.
Escape from
Escape.
Dannemora. It's a prison facility in northern upstate New York, and these 2 fellas, based on a true story, Tom.
I love that.
And a couple of stone cold actors in this motherfucker. You love a Paul Dano and some.
It's not a doc.
No, it's a motherfucking TV
Okay,
show
I
on
love
Netflix.
that. Yeah.
And what's his name? Benicio del Toro. I mean,
Hell yeah.
stone cold
Love
heat.
some DT.
But I mean, if you toss a true story in front of anything, I can't stop watching it until it's over.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
I cannot stop it.
Yeah.
And I was pooped. I mean, episode 6, I was really fighting for my life. But I
You
powered through.
God, dude, sometimes your will. Really.
Fired up another cup of coffee, and I finished that show.
What's the review?
Oh, I'm going to toss an 8 out of 10 at it. It was good. Acting was top shelf.
Escape from Dantanamo?
From Danmora. I don't know how to pronounce it. Danny.
Dan Ryan.
It was, I highly recommend it for you Netflix heads out there. Great show. Don't watch all 8 episodes in one. It's embarrassing.
Unless you're sick, you can do that.
Unless you're sick, because Netflix did ask me like 4 times.
Are you still sick?
It was like, brother. It just popped up and said, brother.
Brother. It was brother, and then you hit yes, and then it said brother.
Brother.
And then
With just 2 question marks
Yeah.
behind it the second time. Brother. I was like, I am watching it.
I'm watching.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
And then I go to sneak back into bed, and I thought I was being Mr. And right when I opened the door, Lizzie goes, it's 5 a.m. I was like, have you just been waiting for me? Like, what? It's 5 a.m.
But I finished the show, babe.
I was like, no, you should see this show. Benicio really turned one in. Paul Dano's no slouch either.
I think I'm going to wreck it on the pod tomorrow.
Oh, God. I mean,
Damn.
it was super duper, Tom.
Oh, yeah. I'll give it a watch.
Love that. And then let's see. What else have I haven't been doing shit. I've been at home. I've been chronically online, and I think that's been making me sicker.
Okay. Yeah. You're just a lot on the internet.
A lot.
Just on Instagram.
Twitter.
Okay. Well,
No.
it's the best one.
Is it, though?
I don't know. It probably
mean-
poisons your brain the most.
It absolutely does.
Because yeah, I also like. I don't know if this is Elon Musk or if this is like me, like if they think I'm like mega, but my For You page on Twitter is like alt right all of a sudden.
See, mine is like so far left. I'm like, but I don't know if any of this is true either.
Well, that's my following, but like my the 2 page like following page and For You page.
Right.
My following page is like normal left stuff, and my For You page is literally either Timberwolves or it'll be like, so here it is. Here's everything that was going to happen if Kamala got elected.
Yeah, I'm dying over him, and Elon must figure this thing out.
See, it's like I got Trump all. That was pretty good.
Come on, I was about to say zilch on
I got
that.
Trump left and right.
But is this Trump announces reparations for white people? See, like I don't.
Yeah,
think
that's not true.
That's not true.
Is it?
I'm sorry.
Wait, it actually got it. What is this?
I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their...
Got it so close to being progressive, but he's saying it in defense of white people.
And did he always... I want to go back and look at old interviews of him. I don't think he always spoke that way. Like, when did this whole thing come around?
I think probably when the dementia started kicking in.
Because, like, I've seen some old stuff, and, like, he talks like just kind of a normal guy.
Well, yeah, because his accent isn't from anywhere.
I don't know what that is.
It's created.
But, yeah, reparations for white people. I'm going to pretend to be upset about that. Could use the cash, though.
Like, I'll be mad about it, but, like
oh, no.
Hit that Venny.
I will. I'm going to toss you my number. Just Zell me whatever that is. I've been racially discriminated against. Have you ever been racially discriminated against?
Only in pickup basketball.
That does count.
I have gone a few games without getting a pass here and there.
That's fair.
Last week it happened.
That's fair.
And at the end, they didn't love it when I asked them all to give me money for it.
Hey guys, I know you skipped me a few times. Just a quick five from everybody.
I didn't get as many shots up as anyone else, and
I need a few more touches.
I needed to get a workout in. Wait, I saw a guy that you would have loved. I almost took a video, but I was too scared.
Is he decked out?
He was. Well, this is in Providence, Rhode Island.
Wait, so this isn't playing basketball?
No, this is a pivot, right? But I forgot to tell you this. And,
nice basketball reference.
This is great. Oh, nice. Let me
That's a little shot fake
back
over
to Providence. Anyways, let me
get
tip
your 3
this
point
story
stance.
off.
Fucking get. Dude, yeah, I'm being a triple threat right
now. So I'm in this hotel and I go down. I want to go get a little sparkling water in the hotel lobby.
Sure.
I go down. There's some sort of like gala going on, like a fundraiser. First off, I got hit on by an old lady in a hilarious way. It was so much more about her than it was me. I loved it. Elevator door opens. There's a lady, probably like 50-ish, in like a gown. And I'm wearing sweats. I'm going down to get my camera out of my car. I'm wearing sweats and like a shitty jacket.
Sure.
And she looks at me and she goes, "You're underdressed." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't get the memo." And she goes, "Yeah. Otherwise, you could have been my date." And I was like,
Yep.
"Okay." And then she instantly lost confidence and goes, "Yeah, I was just. We just have like a fundraiser." I was like, "I know that you're not asking me out." Like, it was so funny.
That is the Trump, yeah. One of the hottest men alive.
Very beautiful guy. I'm only kidding. It's the same thing.
That is the same energy.
It was very cute, honestly.
Well,
I got a kick out of it.
I think when you were hitting the ball back with like some I'm not taking this seriously, but I'm going to be nice energy.
Yeah.
I think that took the wind out.
Well, because I didn't know what. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, yeah, do you want to fuck in this elevator?"
What room are you staying in? Is this your husband, by the way? I'm Tommy, by the way.
I'm Tommy.
Was she hot? Was it Milk City? Nah, all right.
But so then as I get down there, there's all this commotion in the lobby. I'm just trying to get a sparkling water. I run out. I'm coming back in. I've got my backpack and shit. The front desk guy. This is probably like 11:30 at night. Front desk guy is getting kind of yelled at.
Huge.
By a guy who, Providence, mob town.
Sure.
Guy looks like he's like trying to be in the mob still.
Or he just is in the mob.
He is in the mob.
Yeah.
He's got slicked back gray hair. He's in a dress shirt that's like too big.
Of course.
Unbuttoned. And I would love for you to guess what he's... How do I phrase this? What he has in his hand.
What he has in his hand. What is he doing with his hands?
Well, I'm gonna give it away.
What
But
he has
he's got
in
something
his
in his
hand.
hands that is so. This is why I said it almost looked like he was trying to be a mob.
I mean, like, you don't want to say like a tire iron or obviously a pistol.
He was holding a gun to this guy's head.
He was really trying.
Yeah.
Blew this guy's head clean off. What would a wannabe mob guy
Like if you dressed up as a mobster for Halloween,
have in his
what
hand?
accessories would you have?
Oh my god, I don't know. Like no, but that's not mobby. That's more like secret agent-y.
No, not secret agent. Chewing on it.
Chewing on it?
Yeah.
He's chewing on what's in his hand?
Yeah.
What would he be chewing on? I don't know.
A cigar.
Oh, damn it.
Inside, he's chewing on the cigar.
Of course, that's
and,
what he was
and
doing.
I'm like, oh. So instantly,
Was
I'm
it like that big
dialed
around?
in. Huge cigar.
Yeah.
Instantly, I'm locked in on this guy. And the
Cigar.
fucking front desk guy is terrified. And he's going, the only quote I wrote down, he goes, you shorted me 2 rooms. And the guy was like, it's all, we're booked up for the night. And he's like, well, then give me the fucking money back.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, wow. And the guy is like trembling behind the desk.
So this was a mob guy.
Yeah. I mean, probably.
Shorted me 2 rooms.
Shorted me 2 rooms.
Because
is
that's like
kind of
that's
a cool sentence.
Well, it's also like you can't short anyone 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Like it's also like not enough of an understanding of being shorted. That like it seems like a mob guy would say some shit like that.
Yeah, like you should. Like I think I don't know. I think what happened is he got rooms that didn't have enough beds. Like I think he got rooms that he thought were gonna be doubles.
Doubles.
Because I stood back then and kind of was like, I was just trying to listen, and then eventually the front desk guy goes, "Can I help you?" Like cuts him off and like waves at me and goes, "Can I help you?" And I was like,
No,
I'm
no,
all
no,
good,
no.
man.
No,
I can wait."
I just need a sparkling water.
So I was like, I want to watch this.
I want to watch this. I also don't want my knees broken.
So I go, I can wait until you're done with him. And the mob guy turns to me and he goes, "Nah, you'll be here all fucking night. You can go."
This
And I
guy
was like, okay, now I have to go.
well, he's at least connected.
Yeah.
He might not be like an actual mob guy, but he is connected.
Yeah, and I am devastated that I didn't get to see the end of that, but
You
I got
should
my
have
little
stuck
sparkling
around.
water. But to do what?
Wait, so you literally walked up and you were like, 1 LaCroix, please?
I already had it in my hand because the snack place was like right there. So I already had the LaCroix in my hand, and I was like, "Got 1 grapefruit LaCroix, please." And then he was like, "Okay, what room?" And then
And you're like, that's a room with 2
Meandered
giant
away.
queen beds in it.
yeah, and a bunch of milfs that I met in the elevator.
You're a little underdressed.
Yeah, it was so funny. She kind of nailed the first line.
Man, I was really hoping she was like a hot older lady.
So
No.
was I.
Yeah.
No, I love my
Damn.
girlfriend.
No, he doesn't.
Hey,
Hey,
what the hell? All right, and then I have one more thing. I want to see what you make of this.
Can't believe I didn't get cigar.
I know I was kind of bummed.
That sucks.
I literally wrote in my notes, make him guess.
Well, I'm not at 100%. Also, is it gala or gala?
Brother, I have no idea.
Okay.
I put that one up from 30 feet.
Because I
Gala?
keep hearing gala. in
What
my
did
head.
I say?
You said gala.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I think it might be gala.
What about gala?
Gala's also in the mix. It's like vase or vase.
Yeah, and neither of those are right.
I say vase because I'm not a pretentious
Vase feels
douche.
insane to say.
It's like when people are saying like they're going to visit
Iraq?
like Mexico or something. They're like,
They say Mexico?
yeah, we're going over to Mexico. And you're like, stop that right now.
Yuck.
Ooh, I'd like some mozzarella. Stop that.
No,
It's
no.
mozzarella.
Unless you're this guy in the mob.
Then you can do whatever you
can
want.
say-
All right, what else you got?
Well, I want to see what you make of this one gentleman.
Cigar.
So
of course it was a
Kelsey-
cigar.
Kelsey Cook, she's doing some jokes about like depression right now, and she talks about like trying to find the right SSRIs to be on.
Mm-hmm.
And so after shows, a lot of times it's kind of a beautiful thing that keeps happening. A lot of times people will come up and they'll be like, "This is what's working for me. I also tried this one. It made me feel crazy." Blah blah blah. And it's like she's had a lot of very meaningful conversations with
SSRIs are a serotonin inhibitor. Is that correct?
fans. Yes.
Okay.
And and maybe we should look into them.
I clearly have.
I know.
I just go, yeah, that's what they are. That's about as deep as I'm going to go with this situation.
No, back to Guantanamo
Back to hating
Bay or
myself. Yeah.
whatever. Now back to my hunch. So people come up and they talk about this all the time. This guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, I was on this one. I'm on this one. It's basically a combination of Wellbutrin and Narcan, which is weird.
Narcan.
And then, but I, usually when a guy comes up and talks to Kelsey, I kind of hang around because.
Wait, is it
they're
Narcan
nightmares.
what you like
Yes.
inject people with when they're having like a
Yes.
seizure?
Yes.
Okay.
So I meant to actually look into what this drug was before this, but I forgot about it. Because that made no sense to me. But I left them alone because they're it was
Personal
like
talk.
Personal talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because usually when a guy talks to Kelsey, it's like trying to get as many people around.
Yeah, because he's
'Cause
walking
they're
up with a
nightmares.
clear heart on in his pants. Yeah.
So this one I walked away, and then she comes over and she's like, "Did you hear that?" I'm like, "No, I heard the Wellbutrin and Narcan thing." Then I walked away. She's like, "Well," he goes, "Yeah, it's a mix of Wellbutrin and Narcan, and it helps with weight loss," and winked at me. Now, she is a tiny human being.
Right.
What do we think that was?
Maybe that was just him being like, "Hey, ladies like to lose weight."
Okay.
Maybe that's all
It
that
wasn't
was.
negging?
That's
what we were debating
know.
was whether or not it was negging. It
I
would
mean,
be
'cause
a
she's-
crazy neg.
It's a crazy neg because it just makes no sense.
Because she's not, and he wasn't fat.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe he used to be fat.
Maybe he used to be fat. Maybe he's just on Ozempic and he thinks he's on something else. I think I'm trying to. We're gonna toss the Benny of the doubt at this guy.
Okay.
Maybe he just. How old was he?
Probably mid-30s,
Shit.
late 30s.
That's not gonna do it.
No, yeah, it wasn't like an old man.
I was thinking it was like an elderly guy. Not an elderly, but like a guy that's like, ladies, they're always into losing weight.
Yeah, and winking.
Yeah. Winking is crazy.
The wink, that's what's crazy. That's why I was like, boy, that almost feels like a flirt, but like.
I would like for the ladies to dial in or write us.
Yeah.
Has winking ever worked?
Oh, yeah, have you ever gotten winked at? Wow, that's a great, please.
Have you ever had a
Ladies.
wink and you thought, nice?
Time to bone.
Time to, like, a wink
A
is
wink.
almost exclusively for
Douche.
creeps or douchebags.
Bad TV shows.
Bad TV. Wink,
Yeah.
it's like a wink and a
It's
and
the
no
script
gun.
that you just read.
Man, that script sucks so bad. I hope you get it.
Should we? We probably can't read.
Probably
that.
not.
Yeah, it's pretty much directly against what you're allowed to do. But
I mean, the writing on that script is bordering on unforgivable.
you want to do the audition with me?
Sure. Absolutely.
It's a movie. It's a Hallmark Christmas movie that will come out next year. That's
Pretty
how
much all
crazy
you
it
have
is.
to
Like
say.
they keep making them. This is for next Christmas.
I would like to know. I mean, I'm sure you can look up who those writers are.
See how many they've written.
See how many they've written, and then just look up like what the SAG minimum is for writing,
Oh yeah.
and just like
see what they're getting tossed
parcel
for
out
each
what
of
these people are being paid to write some of the most unforgivable piles of dog shit.
Yeah.
What was the line? We can say the one line.
Yeah, it was Santa doesn't think you're much of a real tree person. or something. Or what?
Santa doesn't think so.
You're a yes. Santa doesn't think you're a tree hugger.
It was.
This is a guy hitting on a woman, by the way.
I hope it gets made. I hope
Santa
it gets
thinks
put
you're
out.
single.
What's the? Well, you can tell me the title after.
Yeah,
Because I need to put that in my little notes to watch
you
next
could guess
year.
it.
Yeah, it's just like Christmas in Cranktown or something. Christmas comes to town.
Yeah.
A very Santa Christmas.
You're right. You're right there.
None of these are wrong.
No, they all might as well be.
Yeah,
right.
they're all
Yeah,
100% correct.
Yeah.
We need
Christmas
to start.
in Cranktown is a porn, but
Oh, right. That's me cranking the hog.
yeah, that's just you in December.
Merry Christmas to me. Right after
Jerking
I come.
off in a Santa hat. Nothing but a Santa hat.
Just covered in my own jizz. Merry Christmas to me.
Merry Christmas.
Looks like Christmas came early.
If Christmas came. No, what is it? God, that was my favorite tweet of my own of all time.
It makes me think of a tweet I tweeted.
If Christmas came early, call me Christmas. Come on.
Like we have a
It's not
movie
bad.
right here.
Yeah.
We could easily write for this
Christmas
shit.
in Cranktown.
God damn it. Yeah, that's obviously gonna get greenlit.
Merry Crankmas.
Merry Crankmas. Incredible. Where are we at?
I think we're at an hour. I think we can wrap this.
Thank God.
puppy up
Hopefully
with
next
a
week I
Christmas
have some
bow.
fucking tales and some thoughts.
Yeah, well, we meandered through the car accident. I
We got through
really
there.
stretched that one.
What are you gonna be, Tom? What are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be
Who are
waiting
you
by
gonna
the
be?
phone for Aaron.
Well, don't
for
expect that one to come
days,
through.
and then this weekend I'm here. I'm in New York, and then
New
Dania
York
Beach,
City.
and then just put a bunch of stuff on sale for the spring. We got Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Cincinnati, Tyler, Texas.
Ruh-roh.
That one's not gonna be good.
Ruh-roh.
Dallas, Texas. That'll be fun. And Aspen,
Little place called
where the salmon instinctively flock, and where the beer flows like wine, and the
wine.
salmon then the women
and the women
instinctively flock like the
instinctively
salmon
flock.
of
Not the
Capistrano.
salmon. The salmon are flocking like women.
Like the women of Capistrano. All right, where are you
Folks,
gonna be?
Come on out to Boston, Cambridge, Well, I think it's Boston.
It's Boston.
Come on out to Boston, Massachusetts this weekend. 5 shows.
Duck Duck Goofs. No, it's
Goofing.
just called
It's
Goofs.
just Goofs now.
Goofs Comedy Club.
He did. Justin Timberlake told him it's cleaner.
Drop the
Drop
duck.
the duck. It's cleaner. If he hasn't made that meme or something yet,
Yeah.
that's just foolish. 5 shows. We're gonna be having a gay old time. I heard the club is absolute heat.
Hell yeah.
I've only heard good things.
Well, that's a good sign.
I got some new jokes that are really ripping and roaring.
All right.
He married my sister.